EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bijan Robinson with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now they'll change things up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Steelers at 2-6 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He finds his man complete. It's Kramer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well,
they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 70 Lion. Cougar 19.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Brooks going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Here we go. Ready?
Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 37 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Coup for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
70 Lions. Street. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. A short one there to Fairview. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready? 60, 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle with Brooks here. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Hey, check that. Street. Set up. Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 more there and another first down.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard
60
line.
Eagle. Check Bobcat.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Come 19.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go! Hurt! Bronco, go!
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Your way to set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. You solid, but it's not enough. You beat them, release them, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right there. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down and 4.
Check smash. Check. Ready? Check go.
Once again, it's Brooks. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
18 cards.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And it's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Set.
A give to Williams, running right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
They'll run to Brooks. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
A run here with Brooks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jonathan Brooks, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Bijan Robinson,
his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Coup now for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
70 Lions.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down.
Panther Street.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes Brooks.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
JT Tuimoloau.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Rig it. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Bijan
Robinson, 14 yards. And the Colts add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Koo for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 10. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us Steelers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
This is Brooks. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.